Hello everyone, my name is Ruijie Wang. Today I will present our work on designing and evaluating simulation for interprofessional education. Here is a quick roadmap of what I will cover today. Effectively, healthcare requires students from multiple roles like nursing, uh, pharmacists, physician, social worker to communicate each other as a team. It requires them timely exchange information, reading both verbal and non-verbal patient response. Those are hard skills to teach. Traditional methods for short, there are reasons. Lectures are passive, trained actors are expensive and hard to scale. Most simulations are static with little feedback. So the core question is how do we give students a realistic, dynamic patient interactions without the cost and the limitation of traditional methods? Clinical communication skills can be developed by practice. However, faculty time and the resources are limited. We need a solution that is both scalable and effective. We propose integrate generative AI with a virtual agent to address this challenge. Agent that is responsive, adaptive, and consistent. The simulation is available for hundreds of students at once with no actor required. Um, there are two things displayed in this slide. Students interact with the agents. Um, There are two clinical situations. The upper left figure shows the emergency department visit, and the lower right figure shows the primary care office visits. Students from four professions takes turns speak with the agents in real-time conversation. There are three engines working together. The character creation engine builds the avatar. The AI engine drives the conversation using virtual patient profile and provides real-time response. And the Unity engine ties everything together in a continuous feedback loop. The virtual agent called Jane Ryan was designed using character creation software with inputs from clinical subject matter experts, namely a healthcare professional. It ensures the agent looks and behaves like a real patient. To make the interaction feel natural, we map the specific words in the conversation to a animation. For example, when a student mentions fever, Jane shakes her head. The conversation model is powered by Gemini 2.5 Flash. The agent was built by Narrative. We then configure the system behavior throughout the prompts. For example, Jane was instructed not to reveal her medication history the first time she is asked. Just like the real patient might be hesitant to share the sensitive information. Unity is the platform that connects all three engines and runs the simulation. A live text panel on screen shows both what's the student input and what's the patient's response. This makes the conversation easy to be followed by students. Um, we run the formal usability test to catch the problems. Four representative users tested the system. We found 22 issues in total. 12 critical issues were resolved before the deployment. The system picked up the facilitator voice. Here is the first challenge we got. So it's after releasing the talking button, it calls the James to response the facilitator instruction instead of the student's questions. So this disrupted the simulation. It was fixed by installing audio management software to lock the microphone to the intended input only. Here is the second challenge, the desynchronization. The agent's movements continues for up to 10 seconds after she finished the speaking. The cost was approximates 100 empty frames at the beginning of each animation clips. Removing those frames immediately restored the natural synchronization between the voice and animation. The simulation was applied at the annual Interprofessional education events. 320 students, 40 teams, 4 professions, 3 institutes, all on Zoom. Each team was guided by a trained faculty facilitator. Students completed a brief orientation and practice runs before the actual scenario began. Most students have positive feedback, and the students notice Jen responded differently to different professional roles. One student said it's mirrored what one may see in the real life. Other students described feeling emotionally engaged and found it's more realistic than a patient on paper. Faculty have the same positive feedback. They described it as a meaningful education advancement. They said it's responded the way a real patient would, which was exactly our design goal. Let me close with the lessons we took away from this project. First, regarding the animation and audio synchronization, even small technical detail such as the empty frames in the animation files can significantly affect the user experience. Second, regarding the voice input management in the setting where one facilitator controls the system for a group of students, the microphone routes must be carefully designed to ensure only the intended voice is captured. Third, the keyframes based on the animation sometimes looks unnatural. Future work can explore more dynamic animation creation methods. Fourth, regarding the platform and the package management, carefully version control and the dependence management are critical when working in a multi-platform development environment. Thank you for listening.